Hello everyone, welcome to Drishti Board plus CUET sample paper discussion. So my dear friends, in today's session I will be discussing with you the sample question paper of history for class 12th, that is for 2025-26. So in today's session I will be discussing with you the sample paper, and first of all the maximum marks of this paper is 80 and the time allowed it is 3 hours. Now, first of all, before I should proceed to the sample paper discussion, first of all I will tell you about the general instruction in a quick note. So this question paper contains 5 sections A, B, C, D and E, and 34 questions are there in question paper. All questions are compulsory. Section A consists of 1 to 21 question, that is of MCQ. Section B 22 to 27 short answer type question carrying 3 marks, and answer should not exceed 60 to 80 words. So always remember the word limit, you should not evade the word limit. Section C 28 to 30 are long answer type question carrying 8 marks each, and the question should not exceed 300 to 350 words. Section D question number 31 to 33 source based question with 3 sub questions of 4 marks each. Section E question number 34, it is map based carrying 5 marks, that includes the identification of the location and significant test item. Attach the map with the answer book, and there is no overall choice in the question paper. However, internal choices has been provided in few questions, and only one choice of such question will be attempted. And in addition to this, separate instruction with the section and question wherever it is necessary. So first of all, my dear friends, we will start our discussion with section A. And it is total 21 question and one question carries 1 marks. So we will be starting our discussion of the question. Now my dear friends, let's start with the objective question, and the first question is ki which of the following place of Harappan civilization is associated with fire altars. So which of the following places of Harappan civilization it is associated with fire altars? Option are option A Harappa, option B Lothal, option C Mohenjo-daro, option D Rakhigarhi. So fire altars, my dear friends, and it is associated with Lothal. So correct answer is Lothal, and you know that ki Lothal, it is a port city in Gujarat. So it's a port city in Gujarat, and it is located on bank of river Bhogwa, and it was a tidal port in nature. So it's a tidal port in nature. So correct answer will be option B, that is Lothal. Lothal, it is a port city in Gujarat located on the bank of river Bhogwa, and it's a tidal port in nature. Now the next question we have ki the archaeologists have been able to reconstruct the dietary practices from the findings of the charred grains and seeds. These are studied by. So the archaeologists, once they were referring about the Indus Valley civilization, so they, in order to understand their food habits, they use the charred grains and seeds, and this is being studied in agronomist, paleontologist, agrobotanist or anthologist. So the dietary practices from the charred grains and seeds, it is called agrobotanist. So it is called archaeobotanist. So it is archaeobotanist. So the correct answer will be archaeobotanist. Next is ki which of the following is not a correct statement about Mahajanpada. So which of the following is not a correct? Not a correct is not is important. So the first statement is ki most Mahajanpada, they were ruled by kings. Some are known as Gan or Sangh, which were oligarchies. Each Mahajanpada has a capital city which was often fortified. Panchal was the most powerful Mahajanpada between 6th to 4th century. So my dear friends, you will find that it was not Panchal, it was Magad. So most powerful Mahajanpada. most powerful Mahajanpada between 6th to 4th century BCE, that was Magad. So that was Magad, it was not Panchal. So correct answer will be option D, because it is asking which is not a correct statement. So it is asking not a correct statement about Mahajanpada, and in ancient India you will find there were 16 Mahajanpadas. So in ancient India where the number of Mahajanpadas were 16. So in ancient India, dear friends, the number of Mahajanpadas, that was 16. So the correct answer will be option 4. Panchal became the most powerful Mahajanpada between 6th to 4th century BC. It is wrong. It is Magad. So the most powerful Mahajanpada was not Panchal. It was Magad. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now my dear friends, let's come to the next question, that is question number 4. Question number 4, what it is? So you have to match the following. So list 1, list 2, endogamy, exogamy, polygyny, polyandry. Now the list 2, it is a practice of women having several husbands. B, it refers to marriage within the unit, that could be a kin group, caste, or a group of living in the same locality. It refers to the marriage outside the unit, and it is a practice of man having several wives. Now my dear friends, if I talk about endogamy, so it is marrying in. So endogamy, so marrying in, and exogamy, that is marrying out. So first of all guys, endogamy. Endogamy, what it means, it refers to the marriage within the unit. This could be a kin group, caste, or a group of living in the same locality. So endo means inside. So inside the caste, marriage when it is did inside the caste, it is called endogamic marriage. So for 1 it is B. For exogamy, exo means outside, it refers to the marriage outside the unit, so it is C. Then polygyny, polygyny, it is a practice of man having several wives. So polygyny, it is a man having the several wives, so option D. And polyandry, it is a practice of women having several husbands, it is option A. So B, C, D, A. So B, C, D, A. So the correct answer will be option A. Correct answer will be option A, that is B, C, D, A. So correct answer will be option A. Now the next question we have, the next question says which of the following states that the paternal state will be divided equally among the son after the death of the parent with the special share for the eldest. So it was being written in Manu Smriti, my dear friends, कि after the death of the parents, the paternal property will be divided between the sons, not to the daughters, because daughters, they are not allowed to inherit the paternal property. So sons will be getting the paternal property, and the special one in that will be given to the eldest son. For example, if a person has 40 acres of land, and 4 sons, so 10 acre will be distributed equally between the son, and the most fertile area will be given to the eldest. So that is the, with the special share to the eldest. So the most fertile area, it is given to the eldest, and it is written where? So it is Vishnu Smriti, Vyas Smriti, Likhita Smriti, or Manu Smriti. So it is being written in Manu Smriti. I hope it is clear to all. So correct answer will be Manu Smriti, that conducts the code of conduct for the Hindus. Now identify the image from the given option. So this is the image which is given in the question, and you have to identify a terracotta sculpture depicting a scene from Mahabharata, a sculpture from Amravati depicting Buddha living from the palace, a chief and the follower stone sculpture, a sandstone sculpture of a Kushan ruler. So my dear friends, first of all, if you will see this image, this is associated with Maha Abhinishkraman, and Maha Abhinishkraman means when Buddha left his home for enlightenment, that is called Mahabhinishkraman, and he did Mahabhinishkraman at the age of 29 years. So correct answer will be, it is a sculpture from Amravati depicting Buddha leaving the palace, and it is associated with the Mahabhinishkraman, that is called Great Renunciation. So this is called Great Renunciation in Buddhism. I hope it is clear to all of you guys. I hope it's clear to all of you. Now come to the next question. Let's come to the next question. Now the next question, my dear friends, it is the question for the visually impaired candidates in lieu of the question number 6. So the question is, कि dash consists of hymns to praise variety of deities, especially Indra, Agni and Som. So Indra, Agni and Som, they are the most important god during in Rigvedic period. So they are the most important god. So Indra, Agni and Som. Som, most important god during Rigvedic period. So that is 1500 to 1000 BC. So it is the Rigvedic period. So correct answer will be Rigveda. Correct answer will be option A, Rigveda. Now come to the next question, that is question number 7. So this question was for the visually impaired candidates who cannot see the photo. Now my dear friends, let's come to the question number 7. According to which Buddhist text Ashoka distributed the portion of Buddha relics to every important town and ordered construction of stupas over them? First is Ashokavadan, Vinay Pitak, Sut Pitak or Deepvansh. So it is being written in Ashokavadan. So it is being written in Ashokavadan, and you will find that Ashoka constructed almost 84,000 stupas. So almost constructed almost 84,000 stupas, and stupas, they are considered as the, so stupas, they are associated with demise of Buddha. They are associated with the demise of Buddha. Now my dear friends, the next question is which of the following statement is or are correct about Francis Bernier? So Francis Bernier, he was a historian, doctor, and he came in the court of, he came during the time period of Shah Jahan for a better working opportunity. Now my dear friends, there are 4 statements. A Frenchman, a doctor, a political philosopher and historian. He was closely associated with Mughal court as a physician to Prince Dara Shikoh. He was in India for 14 years from 1658 to 1670, and he was also associated with intellectual and scientist with Danishmand Khan, an Armenian noble in the Mughal court. But my dear friends, if you will see the statement number 3, he was not associated for the Mughal court for 14 years. So he was associated with Mughal court for around 12 years. So from 1658 to 1670. So he was associated with Mughal court for around 12 years. 1658 to 1670. So around 12 years he was associated. So the third statement is wrong. So if third is wrong, then 3 options are easily got eliminated. So correct answer will be 1, 2 and 4. So if you will see the third option, the third statement is eliminated. So the correct answer will be option 1, 2 and 4. So correct answer will be option C. Now my dear friends, come to the question number 9 ki these three are almost some peculiar kind and most astonishing in habit. They look like exactly the date palms without any difference between them except one produces nut as a fruit and other produces dates. So they are talking about the coconut plant. So they are talking about coconut plant. So it is who gave this description? Ibn Battuta, Al-Biruni, Duarte Barbosa or Megasthenes. So it is just like a date palm without difference between them. One produces nut as its fruits and other produces dates. So it is talking about the khajur tree and the coconut tree. And it was being given by whom? This statement is given by whom? So it was given by Ibn Battuta, who came from Morocco. So Ibn Battuta came from Morocco and it was being mentioned in Rihla. Rihla, that is written in Arabic. So this is written in Arabic language. So I hope it is clear to all of you, my dear friends. So I hope, my dear friends, is that clear to all of you, and it is being written by Ibn Battuta because he considered the coconut tree, coconut fruit like a man's head. So nut like being like a man's head. So nut like a man's head. So it is Ibn Battuta that he wrote in Rihla and he was from Morocco. And he travelled India during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So he travelled India during the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So correct answer will be option A. Now come to the next question, that is question number 10. Ki there are two statements marked as assertion and reason. Read the statement and choose the appropriate option. Assertion: Lingayat do not practice funerary rites such as cremation prescribed in the Dharmashastras. Lingayat believe that on the death, the devotee will be united with Shiva and will not return to the materialistic world, and this it is being mentioned in the Veerashaiva tradition of Karnataka that was started by Basvanna. So it is being mentioned in Veerashaiva tradition. Mentioned in Veerashaiva tradition in Karnataka. Started by Basvanna. And since they used to wear the ring in they used to wear the Shiv Lingam in silver case, therefore they were called Lingayat. So you will find that the Lingayat do not practice funerary rites such as cremation prescribed in the Dharmashastras, and the Lingayat believe that on the death the devotee will be united with the Shiva and will not return to the materialistic world. So they do not bury their dead bodies. So in this they do not cremate their dead bodies. Instead of that, they used to bury the dead bodies. So they do not practice cremation, they used to bury the dead bodies. So correct option A is correct. So both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. So both assertion and reason, they are correct, and assertion is the correct and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. I hope it is clear to all of you. I hope it is clear to all of you. So next question we have, which of the following dynasty was the first dynasty to rule the Vijayanagar Empire? So first dynasty to rule the Vijayanagar Empire, option is Suluv, Aravidu, Tuluvya, Sangam. So the correct answer will be option D, that is Sangam dynasty, and it was founded by Harihar and Bukka. Harihar and Bukka, and they named their dynasty on the name of their father, on the name of their father. In the name of their father, Sangam. So it is called Sangam dynasty. So Sangam, Saluv, Tuluv and Aravidu. So Sangam, then Saluv, then Tuluv, then Aravidu. And Krishnadev Raya was associated with Saluv dynasty. So, sorry, Tuluv dynasty. So Krishnadev Raya was associated with Tuluv dynasty. So Krishnadev Rai, he was associated with Tuluv dynasty. So KSD means Krishnadev Rai 1509 till 1529, and he was the contemporary of Babar also. Now my dear friends, let's come to the question number 12. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the Amar Nayak system? And Amar Nayak system you will find in Vijayanagar Empire, and we have discussed about this Amar Nayak system in our regular session also. So Amar Nayak, they belong to Bijapur. Amar Nayak, it is derived from the word of Samara. Amar Nayak, they were independent and never sent tribute to the king. They were military commander who got territories to govern by the Rayas. Rayas means the kings of the Vijayanagar. They were called Narpati or Raya. So you will find, my dear friends, that Amar Nayak, they were the military commanders who got territories governed by the Raya, and Raya, they were the kings of Vijayanagar, and they are also known as Narpati. They are also called Narpati. Narpati. So correct answer is option D. Now choose the correct option. The book that deals with the fiscal side of the empire provide rich quantitative information of the revenue rates. So rich quantitative of the revenue rates, that is Manzil Abadi, Sipah Abadi, Mulk Abadi or Aam Abadi. So it is none other than Mulk Abadi, and you will find, my dear friends, that this contains the fiscal administration of Mughal Empire. So fiscal administration of Mughal Empire, and it is written in Aine Akbari, written by Abul Fazl in Persian language. So it is written in Persian language. Now come to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding the criteria of the classification of land under Akbar. So classification of land under Akbar: polage is the land which is annually cultivated for each crop in succession and is never allowed to lie fallow. Paroti, that is land left out for a time that it may recover its strength. Chachar, it is the land which is laid fallow for 3-4 years, and Banjar land was also called Jinse Kamil. So Banjar land was uncultivable. So uncultivable land, or simply you can say that barren land, is called Banjar, because you cannot cultivate anything on Banjar land. So Banjar means uncultivable, or simply you can say barren. So Banjar, it is an uncultivable or the barren land. Barren land is called Banjar. And Jinse Kamil means high quality crops. High quality crops like sugarcane. So the fourth statement is wrong. So the fourth statement, my dear friends, you will find that it is wrong statement. And if fourth is wrong, then first A option, C option and D option is wrong. So the correct answer will be option B, 1, 2, 3. So correct answer will be option B, that is 1, 2, 3, because fourth statement is wrong. I hope it is clear to all, my dear friends. Now come to the next question. कि question number 15, the zamindars defaulted on the payments in the permanent settlement introduced in 1793. Which of the following was the reason behind this? So zamindar used to default the payments in the permanent settlement, in which the zamindars, they were declared the owners of the land and they have to deposit the land revenue on a given date before the sunset. So what were the reason why they used to default the payments? Zamindar. This is the initial demands were high. The demands was imposed in 1790s, a time when the prices of agricultural produce was depressed, making it difficult for the Rayyat to pay their dues to the Zamindar. Third statement is that the revenue was invariable regardless of the harvest and had to be paid punctually. Invariable means it will not be fluctuated, and the permanent settlement initially limited the power of zamindar to collect the rent from the Rayyat and manage the zamindari. So which of the statement is correct? So you will find, my dear friends, that these all statements were correct because the initial demands were very high, and due to the low market situation, the farmers, they were not getting the proper price of their agricultural products, due to which they were not able to pay the taxes to zamindars. Other than this, my dear friends, the revenue was invariable. That means the revenue was fixed because it was permanently settled. So revenue was fixed, and anyhow the zamindar, they have to pay the fixed revenue. And the permanent settlement initially limited the power of zamindar just to collect the revenue from the farmers. So these are all the statements, they are correct. So correct answer will be option D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, all the statements are correct. Now come to question number 16. The dash were the most powerful in North Bengal. Although rich peasants and village headmen, they were emerging as a commanding figure in the countryside in the other parts of Bengal as well. They were zamindars, jotedar, talukdar or rayyats. So technically, my dear friends, they were called jotedars. So jotedars, they were the most powerful in North Bengal. Correct answer will be option B. Now choose the correct chronological order of the events that happened in 1857. First statement is that Sepoy arrived at the gates of Red Fort in the early morning. First seized the bells of arms, plundered the treasury. Late in afternoon on 10th May 1857, the Sipais in the cantonment of Meerut broke out in mutiny. Awadh was formally annexed to the British Empire. So Awadh was formally annexed to the British Empire. It was first because of the doctrine of lapse policy. So it was annexed by British East India Company. British East India Company due to the reason of maladministration. Due to the reason of maladministration of Nawab, and the Nawab was Wajid Ali Shah in 1856, because the doctrine of lapse policy was not applicable. So first will be the first statement. So 4. Then what happened? Later on 10th May 1857, the Sepoys of cantonment broke out. They first seized the armory, and then on 11th May they reached to the Red Fort in early morning. So correct answer will be 4, 3, 2, 1. So correct answer will be option D. Now the next question we have, question number 18. Name the historian who remarked the South Africa was the making of the Mahatma. So which historian said that the South Africa, when Mahatma Gandhi went to South Africa and he started the satyagraha system and the policy against the racial discrimination, so that was the making of Mahatma. Who was that historian? Sumit Sarkar, Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, Chandran Dev Senan or David Hardiman? So it was being said by Chandran Dev Senan. So correct answer will be option C, that is Chandran Dev Senan. Now next we have column 1 and column 2. Column 1, Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa, Champaran movement, peasant movement in Kheda, and workers movement in Ahmedabad, Rowlatt Satyagraha. So first of all, my dear friends, Rowlatt Satyagraha that happened in 1919, so option C. Peasant movement that is in Ahmedabad and Kheda that started in 1918, so it is option B. Champaran movement, option A. And South Gandhiji returned from South Africa, it is option D. So D, A, B, C. So correct answer will be D, A, B, C. So what will be the correct answer? It will be D, A, D, A, B, C. So correct answer will be option D. That is D, A, B, C. Now, next question we have question number 20. Who proposed that national flag to be horizontal tricolor of saffron, white and dark green in equal proportion with the navy blue, with the wheel navy blue in center? So, who proposed this modern design of the national flag? So, it was adopted on 22nd July 1947. So, it was J.B. Kriplani, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So, it was being proposed by Pandit Nehru. And you will find, my dear friends, the design was based earlier on Swaraj flag. So, design was based earlier on Swaraj flag with spinning wheel in center, and this spinning wheel, my dear friends, that was replaced by Ashok Chakra. So it was replaced by Ashok Chakra, and the length is to breadth is 3:2. So it is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Next we have the question ki who among the following group initially refused to join the Constituent Assembly as they believed that it was a British creation? Choose the correct option. Socialists, tribals, backward classes and Anglo-Indians. So initially, my dear friends, the socialists they refused to join the Constituent Assembly because they believed that it was a British creation and that was formed under Cabinet Mission Plan, and this was formed under Cabinet Mission Plan of 1940. So initially the socialists, they were reluctant to join the Constituent Assembly because this Constituent Assembly was created on the recommendation of Cabinet Mission Plan, and this Cabinet Mission was sent by British government. And at that point of time, Lord Wavell was the Viceroy of India. So at that point of time, Lord Wavell was the Viceroy. So I hope it is clear, my dear friends, that is none other than socialist. I hope it's clear to all. I hope it is clear to all. So here, my dear friends, we discussed about the objective questions, and objective questions are also very important because what I have seen in class 12 students, generally they skip this objective question. They think that yes, we do know the answer, but what happens is sometimes if you have not read the things properly, then it will create difficulty. And also these type of questions are important for your CUET examination as well, because what is the question pattern of CUET? That is MCQ based. So you can find the questions in CUET examination also. So do not underestimate the objective questions during of the board exam. Do not underestimate objective questions. What I have seen, generally the students, they do underestimate, but being a serious student, you should not do the things, because it is much possible that the question may get repeated in your CUET exam also. So I hope, my dear friends, is that clear to all of you? Is that clear to all, my dear friends?
अब एग्जाम की तैयारी को और बेहतर करने के लिए हमारे चैनल को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।